Hey, it's Eran here. Welcome to this training video about launching a membership business. So, in case you don't know, I have had a membership business for over 2.5 years now, and I have hundreds of members at the time of recording this training. Now, I originally launched my membership a couple of times and it didn't go well the way I wanted it to go. However, I have then done a course on memberships, and at the time it was called Tribe. It has since changed the name to the membership experience. Now, I've got an entire blog that talks about my experience with Tribe. And this is, if you go to eran.link/tribe blog, you'll be able to read it. Now, I was in the membership experience world or the Tribe world. The name has since changed because Tribe was not a very good name for it. However, that was the name at the time. And when I was in that world, I also joined the membership of this specific marketer coach. His name is Stu McLaren. And when I was in the membership, I was invited to do a training inside the community. Now, I'm actually no longer part of that community and I'm not really associated with them in any way, but I did have the recording from the training that I did at that time. And I thought this training was really good to still share and make available on my YouTube channel because it's generic information on things that I have done in my business to use technology and software before, during, and after launching a membership. And I simply wanted to share this information publicly with you in case you're thinking about launching a membership. Now, this particular training is going to cover a bunch of things. It's going to cover how I use Google Docs to create sales videos, video scripts, founding member launch, business plans, and various other things. I'm also going to go through my process with using calendar bookings and also how I use Gmail effectively and other things like that, and little bits and pieces, which was all relevant to launching a membership. Now, all of these tools that I'm going to be sharing with you is basically relevant to launching a membership specifically, and I wanted to just make this publicly available. Somewhere below this video, you'll also see chapters, so you can actually go to the relevant chapters if you're interested in. And I just want to let you know that you're going to see me use the word tribe, or you're going to see the word tribe being used here and there because this video was recorded for what was called at the time the Tribe community. It's no longer called Tribe, it's now the membership experience. And again, I'm no longer part of this membership, but this video, I still have it and it's a great video. And I just didn't want to have it collect digital dust. I wanted to make it known and available. So there you go. If you want to learn a little bit more about memberships and so on from me, then I'm going to include some information at the end of this video for you to check it out. Again, I want to give full credit to the course, The Membership Experience by Stu McLaren, because that is a course that I learned memberships from, and it was a great course, even though it's a $2,000 course and I really do not advise beginners to get it. But I talk about all of that in my Tribe blog, or the membership experience blog, which I'm going to leave the link in the description for you to check it out. This video is not a pitch to the membership experience or the course in any way whatsoever. I just wanted to share the content that I shared in this particular training video back then, and I wanted to share it with you now. Hey, it's Eran here. So I was invited to do a Tribe share, which I'm extremely honored to do, and hopefully share a lot of value with other Tribers who are in the membership. I've been a Triber since April 2021, where I did a Tribe course, and I'm in a membership as well. And my topic that I want to share is tips and tricks for using technology and software to be more efficient and productive before, during, and after a launch. I'm going to try to accommodate for the different types of people who are in the membership, whether you're just getting started and you need to still build an email list and things like that. Maybe you already did your first launch, and maybe you're a little bit more advanced and you're looking for these hacks that are going to make your life a lot easier. And ultimately, my goal with everything I'm going to show you with different tools that I use, different software, different strategies, it's all about making your time better spent on the things that you love doing, automating things that you don't necessarily love doing as much, and just being generally more efficient so you can make more money, serve your customers with less time and less effort. So with all that said, let's dive right in. I create everything on Google Docs. Google Docs is an incredible tool and it is extremely underrated if you ask for my opinion. And you can see I'm currently using it to map out my entire tribe share. I create my video scripts, my sales pages, my business plans, my ebooks, guys, my checklists. I'm gonna show you because some of you might be just getting started and you're like, I don't have a website, I don't have a sales page. I'll show you how to create a sales page on Google Doc like that, and even have the payment checkout page that you can all have done in and with Google Doc. You simply go to a new tab and you type in the word docs.new. Once you're here, you're going to type up your sales page. Now, if you don't know what to write on the sales page, there is probably plenty of checklists and stuff that are offered through Tribe, and that's all good. I also have a template for a sales page outline that I'm happy to share, and it will be somewhere around this video or somewhere on this Google Doc, however that's being presented by the Tribe team. And you can see there's a bunch of details on the template that I use, and that's how I write my sales pages. I'm just going to grab a bunch of text from a sales page that I have just for the sake of demonstration. Now I'm going to put in the sales page, and then now you've written the sales page, and now what you need is a button. So you're going to say sign up for the membership at founding members, as a founding member, right? Now you're going to go to Stripe and you're going to click on payments, go to payment links, click on create payment link. You're going to add a product. I'm just going to do a new product just for the sake of demonstration. We'll call it demo FML. Let's just say, put a description, put a price, say 25, make it recurring, make it monthly, and obviously upload an image. Here it tells you the sizing and stuff like that. Add a product, and here it is created. Now here, what you can do is you can include a free trial if you want. You can require people to give their phone number or collect addresses or promotional code. This is what the payment page looks like on desktop. This is what it will look like on mobile. You also have a confirmation page, and this is how you can include the confirmation page. You can also not show the confirmation page and send people to your website if you want to do that. Now the website, you can even send them to a YouTube video with a video saying, thank you so much, you're awesome, thanks for signing up, and so on. So you can put whatever link you want here. Now I'm not gonna do that just right this second. I'll just do the confirmation page, and you can actually customize this a little bit. So now that you've done all that, I'm just going to create the link, and then here's the link. I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna go back to the Google Doc. I'm going to highlight this. I'm gonna click on the insert link, paste it in, click on apply. Now I like to make it bold so it's a little bit more obvious. Now let's just pretend that this is the sales page. So we'll call it sales page FML demo. Now what you're gonna do is you're going to click here and you're going to download it as a PDF. So now it's a PDF, and here it is. So you can share the PDF just like that. This is the sales page. And when somebody clicks this link, it will automatically go to the checkout page, and you've just created a simple checkout page just to test out your membership and really make sure that people are interested. So this is a sales page. You can literally create it in 20 minutes, basically. So if you know the content, it's literally like that, okay? So that's use case number one for Google Docs. Now let's go back to the next thing. So this is how you can create a simple sales page. Obviously, as you grow, you want to have a proper sales page with a website and all that stuff. But you know, if you're just getting started, you want to test your idea, get that initial 10, 15, 20 members. This is just a simple, easy way. You could do it like that. Use Stripe, use PayPal. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't do the world. PayPal, Stripe, they're great. Use them. The next thing I want to show you is obviously this is basically a video script because I'm obviously doing a tribe share. So what you're seeing here, this whole thing is basically a video script. Now you would notice here on the left that I have a tab like this. So I've got a section about Eran, Eran's membership, website DIY creation. I got subcategories, and you see it's all color coded. How the hell did I do that? So you'll see here, there is actually color coding here. Now I'm gonna show you how to do something like that, and I'll do it on this example right here. Founding member launch. Now what you're gonna do, you're gonna click here, you're gonna click on title, and then you're gonna highlight it. Let's say we're gonna choose Montserrat, make it size 30, make it bold, make the color blue because you want the headline to be blue. Now you've customized how you want the title to be. Now you're gonna click on title again, you're gonna hover over it, and you'll see update title to match. you're going to click right here. Now you're going to want to do the subcategories of the sales page. So you're going to say the name of the membership, and then you want to do a category on who is this for. You're going to do a category on what do you get, features, benefits, let's say. You want to do, let's say, success path, and then you're going to do stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and then you're going to do the text in between. So let's just do text in between, i.e. that's the actual content, right? So I'm just going to post it like that, just to make my life easier, okay? And I'm going to show you basically how it will all fit in a moment and how I'm creating it. Now, I know I'm doing this really fast. You can always go back and review what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. You want to learn how to do keyboard shortcuts because that makes your life a lot easier when you're typing. I know it's pretty quick, but keyboard shortcuts is a great way to learn. You simply Google keyboard shortcuts for Apple or Windows, whatever computer you're using, and then you'll find a whole bunch of stuff. Now, the membership name, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to label this H2 as an example. And again, I'm going to choose Montserrat. I'm going to make it font 20 like that, and I'll make it red. Once I've done that, I'm going to hover over it and make it update. Now, notice that I'm going to now click this and do the same thing because I want that to be red. Who is this for? And you'll notice it will start to populate right here. So what do you get? That's in red. Features and benefits, that's in red. Success path, that's in red. The text in between, I want it to be a different size. I want it to be a little bit different. So again, I'm going to change it to Montserrat, let's say, make it 14. I don't want to make it bold. I'm going to keep it black. And again, I'm going to hover over it, click on update, and you'll see that everything else just got updated automatically. Now, stage 1, stage 2, how do I create something a little bit different? Basically, I'm going to go to stage 1, I'm going to hover over, I'm going to make heading number 3. Now, heading number 3, you see it automatically creates it this way. Now, I want to make it a little bit more unique, so I'm going to go and make it 17, bold, and let's say I'm going to make it green. Now, I'm going to go back, hover over it, click on update, and now I've got it color coded. Now I'm gonna go and make the stage 2 green, stage 3 green, stage 4 green, and so on. Now I've got the entire basically content of the sales page right here. If I want to also, if I want to do a table of content, so you see here under insert, you scroll all the way down, you see table of content. I'm gonna do it like this. And now I actually have a table of content of the actual sales page as well. So you can see that you can literally create the entire sales page and create a little booklet out of it, okay? Now, this sales page is done with, it costs you $0 for Google Docs. It costs you $0 to sign up for Stripe, $0 to sign up for PayPal. So you can really just launch your membership just like that, and it works really great. Now, when you see here, now that I'm gonna scroll, you'll see that every one of these pieces, basically the heading 2, heading 3, the title, and the text, are all actually color-coded. So they're going to be, whenever I create something, let's say I want to create now stage 5 of the success path, and I'm going to now put text in between. Now, stage 5, all I'm gonna do is click here and make it the heading, and again, we'll continue to add it. So that's how you create the Google Doc. Let's go to the other use cases of what it is that I use in terms of the Google Doc. So I'm going to go back to the Google Doc. See, it's really easy to find what I want. And let's talk about a business plan. So I'm going to show you an example of a business plan that I did for a new business that I started recently, which is called custom intro videos. What it does is it basically creates an intro video for somebody for their YouTube channel and so on. Let me just show you a quick example just so you can see what I'm actually talking about. When it comes to this sales page, I basically mapped out all the text that you see here. I mapped out the whole thing, the business plan, the marketing, everything on this Google Doc. So you can see I basically have a business partner and we did it together. We hopped on a Zoom call and we did all the work together. I mean, I did the work. I was helping him to do it with me. And, you know, because I'm kind of coaching and mentoring at the same time. And we did all the steps together. So I mapped out everything that needed to get done. The domain name we chose the branding, the marketing strategy, the action steps for him to do, and so on. So for example, I gave him all the tasks he needs to do. And then what I did is I clicked here on checklist. And then when he's done with different things, we can literally tick it and create them as we go along. So we did a bunch of those tasks. Here's another thing. I did all the copy as well. So for example, here on the On the post, I basically wrote the story behind the business and I wrote the entire story. Now the story, what I did is I created it right here. So we need a story, and this is the tab, and then this is the exact text that I basically wrote together. And then also we needed an offer. So again, the offer, as you can see, all this stuff that I kind of wrote, just kind of like, okay, brain dump what it is I want to get done. We then took that content and basically created it on the sales page right here, which is more or less the same. Obviously you end up tweaking it, but the Google Doc was just a way for us to organize everything in the one place. And that is how to use Google Docs for a business plan. The next use case of Google Docs is I actually documented my entire success path and everything that my membership does and the value that it provides and all the stages, what people get. And I created a booklet. Now this booklet is like an online PDF which you can scroll down this way. And it basically gives you step-by-step everything that the membership offers. You can also look at a table of content and look at all the information here. So for example, if somebody wants to know what is the membership core content, they can see the details here on stage 1 to stage 6. And there's many other aspects to this brochure. It's done also to sell to somebody new so they know completely what the membership offers. And also for existing members, I've had really good feedback from them reading it again because they're like, okay, that's what I signed up for. And it kind of reorients them to the focus of getting them through the success path. I also offer different bonuses, things along these lines. So they can look through the table of content and see how to make the most out of this basically. Now here's the thing, this might look like all fancy. This was all done on Google Doc. You can see the document right here, as you can see on the left. And this whole thing was done on a Google Doc. So Google Doc, you can use it to also document your entire success path, your checklist, your processes, anything important that you want in the membership. In my membership, and also separate to the membership, I create information products like paid eBooks. So here's an example of a beginner's guide to email marketing. It's 180 pages long, give or take. And somebody can read through it and you can see this is like a really nice kind of PDF looking inside, like looks like a booklet, like a brochure. And this again, it looks all fancy, but this whole thing was done, as you can see right here, on the Google Doc, exactly the same way and exactly the same styling, exactly the same strategy that I've shown you with all the headers. So this works the exact same way. Additionally, there is also other paid ebooks that I've created, like this one, Beginner's Guide to YouTube SEO. Most of this was pretty much done on a Google Doc. You also want to use Google Docs to help you build an email list. And you do that by creating a document with a bit of information, 2, 3, 4 pages, and converting it into a PDF. This lead magnet, 9 easy to follow email marketing tips to help you with open rates, deliverability, and sales. So I've got 9 tips here. Just a 5-page PDF, really simple. And sales page outline, showing people how to create a sales page. These 2 lead magnets alone have given me at least 1,000 email subscribers between the 2 of them. Both of them were done with a Google Doc. Now you might be wondering, how simple is it to create a Google Doc? Well, think about this particular tribe share that I'm doing right here. All of this stuff, I can literally take just any of these sections, convert it into a lead magnet, and use it to collect email addresses. So don't overcomplicate this. Open up a Google Doc, type up your knowledge, your information, 2, 3, 4 pages, make a checklist, make something helpful, convert it to a PDF, and you got a lead magnet to start building your audience. Let me give you a final take to do with Google Docs, but more so, I'm going to share with you a really simple hack, which is a mindset shift you need to have with regards to getting familiar with things like that. And the hack is really simple. When you're seeing what I'm doing or someone else is doing, don't think about how do I do blah. Instead, think to yourself, who already knows how to do blah, and then hire them to help you get it done with you watching so you can see how it's done. When I work with people on building their websites, I actually build their websites on Zoom. The way that you could implement that in your business is, let's say you're like, okay, Eran, I love this advice. I want to create something on Google Doc, create my lead magnet, write an ebook, all that stuff, get it all designed and stuff like that. Great. Write it on Google Doc and then go on a website called Upwork, for example, find somebody overseas who you can pay $5, $10, $15 an hour, which is good money for them. They're very talented people over in the Philippines or India and so on, and have them actually show you how to do it and have them do it for you while you're watching and learning and collaborating. In my membership and also in my freelance business where I build websites for people, I often do one-on-one calls, whether it's with somebody as a free consultation when I want to get to know them, or if I want to do a service fulfillment call where I actually help people's website and I build their website with them on Zoom. So I use Calendly for that. And I want to show you a little bit how it works. And the main reason I use it is, number one, it automates the text and email reminders. So I get a higher show rate. So people can enter their email, they can also enter their phone number, and they get the reminders, and I can customize all of that, how often I want it to get reminded and things along these lines. Additionally, it syncs automatically with my Google Calendar. So I can see what is going on in terms of appointment, if it contacts me something else, and so on. Additionally, a little hack for you, here on the side, on the sidebar of my Chrome browser, you see here that I can actually click on this button, side panel. So you want to always click on that. And the way you will see this little guy here. You may not never seen it. If you click on it, you will see a side panel. And then on the side panel, you can click on add-on. The add-on that I use is a calendar. So when I click on the calendar, as I'm actually working on my Gmail or my Google Doc, any of the Google related products, I can actually see my appointments. So you can see I have an appointment right here, and that's my schedule. And I can actually see any appointments that I have. And whenever somebody books a call with me and someone, it automatically syncs because I have it synced with Calendly. Additionally, Calendly has a mobile app and it also has a Chrome extension. So let me show you two of those. So first of all, on the mobile app, you see right here, I have it at the bottom on the first page, Calendly. And when you click on it, it opens up and I can see the display of all the appointments and types of meetings that I actually do with people. Now, because it's a bit small, I don't want to show it to you on the phone, but the identical thing happens with my computer and my Chrome extension. So basically what you see on the mobile app is exactly what you're about to see on the computer right now. So you see, I've got different types of appointments. So let's just say I'm in my tech support membership and somebody is stuck on something and they need help. They get direct access to get on a Zoom call with me for 15 minutes to help sort out whatever they're stuck with. So what I do is I use this link, tech support Zoom call, and I give them this link, I click on copy, and I send it to them in an email format or Messenger if they send me a message on Messenger as an example. You see here when somebody books a call to kind of do like a catch up, I call the Fast and Furious one-on-one session, this is the one. This means it's somebody that's either needs something sorted, which is short, and they could be in my membership, not in my membership, and something like that. And it's just usually a $99 call. Now, if somebody, let's say, reaches out to me and say, hey, Eran, I want your help with building my website or getting some support on something, whatever, then I will do a free consult and they will click, I will give them this link because I don't want people to book a second call with me and a free consultation. You don't want to do unlimited free consultations. So I give them this link, they can book it one time and then it's done. Additionally, if somebody has paid for a one-on-one session with me and they want to work with me one-on-one, then what I do is I give them this link, which is the Done With You coaching call. And that's the call that, again, they would have paid for 2 or 4 session or 1 session. I don't want them to book the calls unlimited times. So I give them this link. And then once they book it, it expires, basically. And the links that I use in my funnels, so for example, if somebody wants a software consultation to help choose the best software for their business, in my funnel, I would use this link because this particular link does not expire. So it just depends on the scenario, but this gives me the flexibility to create the different events. And of course, if there's a new event, I would click a new one and I will click it here and so on. And that's Calendly for you. And that's what I use for appointment because that way it eliminates the back and forth. The next thing I want to show you is the Gmail sidebar. Now, the sidebar, when you're in your Gmail account, which by the way, I do recommend you use Gmail, you see here on the right, there's a sidebar. Now, you may not even have one because you need to actually create one. Now, if you look here at this button right here, this little guy, it says hide sidebar. So let's just say I hide it. This is probably what you have. So this is so little, you may never have noticed it. But when you click on it, you actually have a sidebar of different things. Now, I use it for a couple of things. Number one, I use it for my calendar. So when I see the calendar, I can actually see the different appointments that I have, and I can see all the appointments that I've had over time and so on. And this is just a great way to kind of have everything organized. And if I want to create new appointments, I just go to the correct day and have the different days, and I can see what's on my calendar. So that's a really good way to do it. I can also click on open in a new tab, and then I'll see the high level overview of the entire month as an example, and that's a lot more detailed, okay? Now, in terms of the sidebar, let's talk about that for a moment. There's another great use case, which I probably should be using it more often, but I do use it occasionally. And I actually used it when I did my launch, which I thought was really interesting as I was recording this video. So you see here, I created a checklist for the membership launch, and I did all these tasks. I basically wrote every task I need to do for my membership launch, and I just followed it step by step. Now you'll see it under completed. Now what I did is you can actually create a checklist for different things you're working on. So for example, for the tribe share that I'm doing right now, you can see there's different things that I want to do and stuff like that. I already recorded the thing on Calendly. I'm right now recording the Google sidebar and things along these lines. So this is just a great way to actually show what it is that is being done. So you just go to right here to tasks. When you're on task, you click here on create a new list. Now I have a specific webinar DIY website design funnel, which I'm currently working on, and then I will add the tasks. So for example, I need to create the landing page, I need to create the thank you page, I need to create the webinar slides, and I need to create the webinar recording, and so on. Okay, so I'll obviously add a few more things, but you can kind of see what you can actually do to kind of make it so you're really organized and you can get focused on what it is that you're currently working on, whatever project that is, and so on. I definitely don't recommend you create bazillion lists. Just pick what is the actual focus that you're actually doing. So if you're actually planning to launch, great. Write that list and literally follow it, and don't divert to other things. This next hack that I'm going to share with you is really the secret sauce that I have in regards to never running out of content, always providing my members what they want, providing to people who are not my members with free value in order to potentially turn them into customers, and creating digital assets that ultimately automate a lot of pieces in my business. And that is sort of a circle of content creation, and this is how it works. If you were to, for example, search for new Zenler on YouTube, you see I created a whole bunch of questions and video tutorials. Zenler how to style pop-ups, Zenler how to connect PayPal, Zenler segmenting a list, how and why to use tags, how to delete a course in New Zenler, how to segment an email list in New Zenler, how to create a free course in New Zenler. These videos have one thing in common, and that is that every single one of these videos was recorded because somebody in my tech support membership asked me that question. So when I start getting questions in my tech support membership, what I do is I record YouTube videos, or alternatively, I create support documents. YouTube videos, you could just record it. I use Loom to record my videos, but also I have another software that I use called Malcolm. Malcolm is a great tool to create FAQs. Unfortunately, the reason it works really well for me is I paid a lifetime deal with AppSumo, which means I got it as a one-time payment. Their monthly subscription is not cheap, so I don't think it's going to be a reasonable solution for most people watching this video, but I will give you an alternative. Now, what it did for me is it enabled me to document here. If you go to faq.eranbukai.com, you will see I literally have hundreds of support documents that have been created over time. So for example, if somebody, I got asked, what is a domain name, what is hosting, things along these lines. So if somebody searches for the word domain name, I have the different videos and tutorials and explainers of what is a domain name, what is a hosting, what is a subdomain, and many, many other terms like that. You probably heard of the term web browser, for example. So I've got a tutorial of what is a web browser, what is a URL, right? There's a lot of different things like that. There's even things about passwords, like how to create passwords and create secure passwords, how to manage passwords securely. What is SSL certificate, which is basically this little padlock so your website is secure and people can make payment without being worried that they're going to be scammed. Things along these lines. So I've created a lot of FAQs all based on my customers' feedback. Now, the fact that I have a tech support membership does not mean that you can't implement the exact same strategy. Now, in this checklist that I share with my customers, I have a website preparation checklist, and part of it, I've got a tab called FAQ Bank. And I strongly recommend, it doesn't matter if you use this grid or you use Google Doc or you use an Excel spreadsheet, it doesn't really matter. The point is, when you're talking to your potential customers, doing a Facebook Live, and people are asking you a question, when you're doing a Zoom call with your group and they're asking you questions, when you're on free consultations with people, when you're engaging in a Facebook group where all your target audience or your ideal customer are hanging out, when you see questions, yes, you can answer, yes, you can add value, but it is so critical that you actually keep track of all these questions on some sort of a spreadsheet like that, because you can always refer back to it to utilize these questions for your sales pages in an FAQ section. You can always refer back to it to create at some point a library of content like this. You can create content for your YouTube, you can create content for your Facebook Live. And if you can actually keep track of all these questions, you will literally never run out of content because there's always going to be questions. And another thing that's really important is when you're using these questions in sales conversations, you can also continue and update your sales page or sales pages if you've got multiple, which means that you will start closing sales without having to talk to people on the phone. So this sales page, for example, this is my sales page where I sell people the one-on-one service where they work with me one-on-one for me to build their website. Now, this sales page was only created after I probably had over 100 conversations with people on Zoom. And if you look at my FAQ section here, you'll see this FAQ section, it is not small, okay? So all these questions are here. There's a bunch of questions, and every single one of these questions was created based on sales conversations. And since I've created this sales page, probably 4 out of 5 people that come to me to want to work with me one-on-one, I don't have to get on a call to sell them. They just read this sales page and they buy. So it's a really important strategy to do with regards to FAQs and so on and content. Now, I told you that I'm going to give you another solution instead of using this software that I use, which is Malcolm. And the solution is called Talk. TAWK.TO. You can actually create your FAQ library, and they're actually completely free. Their business model is so interesting. There is actually no cost. The only thing is you cannot customize the custom domain. If you don't customize the custom domain, yes, there is a paid plan. I think it's $19 a month or something like that. But you can basically create the FAQs. You can create an article and do that. Now, by the way, another thing is you don't have to do this yourself. When you're at the stage in your business, when you've actually documented a lot of the questions and actually typed up the answers, or not even typed up the answers, you can actually just voice record the answers and text it to a virtual assistant. They can then take your voice, transcribe it, and create frequently asked questions or articles for something like that. So you've got basically a library of content from these FAQs, both for your sales pages, for your maybe blogs, for an FAQ library, for your YouTube videos, your Facebook Lives, and so on. This is an incredible hack that I strongly recommend, no matter who you are, what niche you're in, something you want to start and grow as you go. And at some point, you can hire virtual assistants to build other online content as well, publishing content as well. So you're not doing everything yourself, but you're downloading your knowledge and publishing it into the different platforms. You've reached the end of this Tribe Share. So the reality is that I have actually planned to share so much more. And what you saw in this 30 minutes video, which is very edited, just so you know, it's about a quarter of what I actually planned on sharing. But I don't want to create overwhelm, and it is more important for me that you take what I've just shown you and actually take action. Okay, so let me just go through some potential action steps you can take up right now. No matter who you are, if you don't already have it, you should open up a Google Doc and make a list of all the questions you've been asked by your ideal customers and existing customers. That is your next 30, 60, 90 days worth of content for Facebook Lives, for blogs, for YouTube videos, for TikTok, for Instagram posts, whatever it is. The easiest thing is to just pick up your phone and do a live, okay? Like really just take action, get out of your comfort zone and do something like that, okay? If you don't have a lead magnet already, then open up a Google Doc and type up a checklist that is helpful to your ideal customer. or take the top 5 questions that are the most important questions that you want to answer, that you know are going to add value, and create that lead magnet on a Google Doc and do it right now. Do it in the next hour, and make sure there's a call to action at the end to either join your membership or get on a Zoom call with you or join your Facebook group or whatever it is. Share it with me. I want to see it. If you're going to do any of these things, then share it with me. I'd love to see it. Do it in the Facebook group so other people can see it. Tag me on the post. I'd love to actually see it. If you haven't launched already, open up a Google Doc and type up your offer. What it is that you're offering, what do you want to share, what are you doing with your membership and stuff like that. Actually piece it together. And the same thing with your success path. If you haven't done your offer / your success path, which really when you think about it, it's much of the same thing because you're essentially sharing the value you can add, do it right now. And what I suggest, yes, share it in the community, but more importantly, share it with potential customers. Share it with people who you know might be interested and get their feedback. They might not be interested at all. They might give you some feedback, what you can do, what you can improve. Get yourself out of your comfort zone and put yourself out there. Take action today. All right, thank you so much for getting to the end of this video. Hope you got value from this. I really did not want this video to just stay in some community somewhere hidden, been buried under a bunch of other videos and not actually be seen. And I just wanted to make this available on my channel because I want people to get access to this information and this knowledge because there's a lot of value in there. And even though I recorded it a couple of years ago now, it is still extremely relevant. So I hope you enjoyed it. And I did mention a few freebies in there. Now, while I cannot promise that every freebie I'm giving away for free, all the checklists that I mentioned in there, a lot of them are actually available if you go to websitediycourse.com. There might be a couple of things that are not actually available for free, and they're typically available in my .com Truths membership. If you want to learn more about that, go to eran.link/DCT. But a lot of the checklists and the free stuff that I mentioned in this training is actually available if you go to websitediycourse.com. So that's about it. If you got value from this video, please do share it. Leave a comment with the word value. If you want to learn more about the membership experience or something like that, just go check out my blog, please, eran.link/tribe blog. I really don't want anybody spending $2,000 on a course unless they really are a good fit for it. And I really discourage people from signing up to high-ticket courses if they're not at the right place in their business journey to actually do so. So again, please go check out the blog if you are thinking of joining that particular course. I just wanted to really give an objective view on it. I benefited from it, but I was at the right time to join it at the time. And I just wanted to make it very clear this video was not intended to pitch it in any way. In fact, last year I wasn't even an affiliate for the course because it's just not something that I felt I should promote, because I definitely am not pro people joining high-ticket courses. However, some of you might actually benefit from that course. So again, please check my blog first, and then if you feel like you want to join, you can reach out to me. We can have a personal conversation about it. And in case I'm an affiliate, I'll have you use my affiliate link. I may not be an affiliate. Either way, the bonuses that I offer for people joining the course, or that I used to offer, I still give it away for free anyway. So again, just reach out to me after reading the blog and we can have a conversation, basically. So that's about it. Thanks a lot. And I'll speak to you soon, and enjoy other videos on my channel on the topic of memberships.